This man came to us, how many months ago, Mary, and said, give me some projects, give me some fun projects. And then he said, give me a project that's not so fun that would make a big difference in not only our community, but other communities. And then you came through with this kind of money we're talking about today. I don't know where you got it. I don't care, because it's going to make a big difference in Clinton Township and in surrounding communities.
Yes.
So thank you, John.
Well, thank you for having me. It's wonderful to be back, and the way I see it, I didn't give this money to the folks. This is your money to begin with. This is a tax refund. We send our money to Washington, and so rarely do we see that money coming back. Well, sadly, you're not going to see it because it's going to go under the ground. But when your basements aren't flooding, when your toilets aren't backing up, this is your money at work. I came to Clinton Township truly wanting to serve, and there's no better way to serve than getting your money back home. $4 million for a sewer lead project that would prevent, disasters in our homes when we are able to afford them right now, with inflation being the way it is, with our economy going the direction it is. Bringing more money back here to prevent disasters in the future are the type of leadership that I'm excited I was able to participate in with your leadership here in Clinton Township. So I'm excited, since I moved to Macomb, to be a good neighbor, and this is just the first on what will be a number of future installments to the betterment of our community. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And John, I want to tell you that we were very happy you represent us in Washington, because everything you said you're going to do, you've done. Mrs. Bednar?
So I just want to go over the project a little bit. This is a sewer lead project, and why it's so important is leads are failing. These leads are 60 to 70 years old, and they're underground, and you don't see them. When you have a hole in your roof or you're leaking a roof, you see that. These underground pipes you don't see, so you don't realize it. And when you might realize it is when it has failed, and now you're when you go to flush your toilet, it doesn't go out to the sewer that's in the street, but instead maybe it ends up in your basement, as you alluded to. Or when it rains, we've had a lot of really large rains. When it rains, there's holes. We call them the mini sinkholes.
Oh yeah.
We had the big sinkhole on 15. We had a big sinkhole on 15 Mile Road that impacted the whole Macomb County region. But these mini ones are in people's front yards, and these mini sinkholes, when it rains, where does rain go? It goes downhill into these holes, which then gets into our public sanitary sewer, and in return, now we've inundated that sewer, and we end up with overflows. The overflows could be in your basement, or the overflow could be in the Clinton River or Lake St. Clair. So either way, it's important that we address these sewer leads. Depending on which side of the street, if you have a short lead, it's a little bit less expensive to repair. If it's on the long side, which means the opposite side of the sewer, then it's a little bit more. So these leads are going to cost, sometimes, if you have complete failure, $10,000 to $20,000. And so this $4 million will help 250 homes be able to correct this problem. And so we're very excited to be able to help this. We're calling it a pilot project because A, we hope there's more coming this way, and B, because this is a problem that you're going to see across the state of Michigan, in fact, across the whole country. They are private. These are private owners' leads. It's their responsibility. But as we all know, if you end up having a problem with them and the sewage doesn't get to where it's going to, it becomes a bigger problem. So it's kind of that crossover between private and public. So being able to help the residents get these fixed is a great opportunity, and hopefully we can figure out exactly how to do this pilot project and then get more funding to be able to help the other residents in the area. I would guess that we have over 5,000 of these ultimately in the township that are in that 60 to 70 years old age. So thank you so much.
And John, I think that doing a pilot here is going to help other communities to decide what they have to do, because it's not going away. It is not going away at all. This is something that we have to address. So thank you all for being here, and I think there's going to be a little ribbon cutting.
Sure.
1, 2, 3.